From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And out across midfield down to the 45. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his left. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
11 Thomas. Check. Wild good. He's coming. 11 Thomas.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm one, right? Mike's ball. Time to go. 44 to Mike. 11.
Burrow on play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rodgers now to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
11.
From the 29, Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give them 18 on the play.
I'm one. Ready? Check. Yo. Bobo to Mike. Mike Bobo. Oh, here we go. Oh, kill.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Shot. 180. 180.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
Big 13.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. 180. 180. Kill. 11. 12.
Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Here we go.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run. Support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They fake the give. Now Rodgers steps away. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's to the 10, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
He sets to fire deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Crosby with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
I don't care what you is. You ain't can't get none of this. On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's a give to Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Mixon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Ready?
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Burrow will throw.
Got him on. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Mike spoke ball.
Here we go. Here we go.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
44's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Darren Lee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He hasn't.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Joseph Osai
in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers flushed. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he goes out right around the 39.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Check Mike 46. I got him. Showing it. Showing it.
They go play action with Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Mixon. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now it's Burrow. Caught on a slant. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Rodgers throwing here.
A check down here to Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.